if you expect a man to pay all the time and you expect to not pay everything, you're probably the same one that says all men ain't shit.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
What is poppin' YouTube? Today we are going to react to a video. It's a clip that I saw online, and I actually saw it like maybe a month ago.
Okay.
So I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember I wanted to review it. So we're gonna watch it, and then let's see what it's about. Let's just jump right into it.
Cool.
I'm with my boy Freddy here.
Yes,
He's
sir.
not really into the social media thing, but we're gonna get his honest opinion as well on the situation. So let's watch it. Let's roll
Let's do
it.
Period, you know, after like 4 or 5 months of dating, I just wondering at what point did the woman have to pay when they go out? The guy is asking that there should be half and half when you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
I mean, that's what I told them.
Let's pause right now for a second. In regards to that, like, when do you think a woman should like pay? Like, how many dates does it take, do you think?
To pay for on a date?
Yeah, like, when do you think she should pay? Because, like, generally speaking, I'm sure the guy's gonna pay majority of the time. For the first, maybe the second, maybe even the third. When do you think she should pay?
To me, it doesn't really matter if she pays or not.
Yeah?
But
so you just
if you don't show any effort to pay on a different time, like if we're on like date 3 or 4 and you don't show no effort, then I'm like, okay, like, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you show effort, I'll still pay. That's the funny part.
Yeah. See, the thing with me, I have this one like rule that I do. I'm not gonna lie. It's something I do, and I noticed that I did it. I didn't purposely do it, but I noticed that I did it later on in dating.
Yeah.
I'll pay for the first date. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
I'll pay for the second date.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll even pay for the third date.
Yeah.
However, if by the third date she does not offer to pay.
But what if you're always asking her to go on a date? So it's like you're offering to take her out. So you obviously are offering to pay.
Yeah, and that happens on the first date. The first date, 100% majority of the time, it's initiated by me, where I'm like, hey, like, if you're not doing anything on this day, like, I'd love to take you here. Yeah. Sure. The second date, it should be mutual at that point. Like, if she liked me and liked my company, I feel like it should be like, so when are we hanging again?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? 100%. It's not gonna be like, hey, I'd love to take you out again. Maybe. That's why I said by the third date, right?
Okay, so what if a girl asks you out, right? She's like, oh, I wanted to go to this pizza spot. Let's go eat there, right?
I feel like that's her way of initiating getting to know me better. So I would still pay. Like I said, I
You
will
still pay.
always pay.
Yeah, for sure.
I will always pay.
Yeah.
However, if a girl doesn't offer to pay by the third date, that's a red flag for me. Keep in mind, even if she does offer to pay, I'll still pay. I'll say no. Don't worry about it. Like, I got you. But she has to offer.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't offer and like try to even pay,
she just looks at
that's a red,
she just looks down her phone,
looks at the bill and just passes it to you.
Not
Like,
even,
doesn't even pass it.
It's just there.
Just looks busy. Like, I will pay, but if you don't offer by the third date, I probably won't have a fourth date with you. For sure. Guaranteed, like, it's done for me. I think it's a red flag if you're not even at least offering.
So you heard that. You're gonna get 3 free meals off this nigga.
3 free meals, and that's it. After that, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. But here's the joke. Like, again, like I said, just offer. You don't have to pay. Just offer to pay, and I'll be like, okay, this girl, at least she's like, it's more like teamwork. It's more like, it's not just about like you pay and I'm coming.
Exactly. Then regardless if you're up and she's up, she's at least showing like, oh, like I really like this guy. Let me show him that I want to like at least take care of him. Yeah.
So offer to pay, and I'm gonna say no, and I got you, and then we're good. After that, I'm gonna be like, yo, she offered. Yeah. That means, you know, she's doesn't want to see me just do everything. Yeah. But again, if you don't offer, then that's done. It's done for me. For sure. So let's continue with the video. But that's what I gotta say. I'm gonna run it back a little bit.
There should be half and half when you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
I mean, that's what I told them. You know.
He's supposed to pay.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to have him whenever he says.
No.
Where does this double standard come from? Sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, He wasn't taught right.
That's what I was trying to say.
I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used.
100%.
So that's exactly what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
If she doesn't offer to pay, she wasn't taught right. If he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right. So like I said, I'm a gentleman. Like, I will pay. I will pay.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah.
But if you don't offer, then I'm done with the situation.
There's two ways to look at it too, because like there's certain girls who be like, oh, my father always told me when you go out with anybody, make sure you always have your money to pay for yourself. 100%. And other females will be like, oh, my father always told me the guy should always pay. So that's two ways to look at it.
No. I believe that the ones that think the guy should always pay probably didn't have a good male figure, role model to tell them these things. Because I believe that majority of men would tell their daughters, make sure you have your money if you're going out. No guy's gonna say, depend on the guy and make him pay for everything. I've never heard a guy say that before.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the girls that think that way, it's because they don't have the father figure to tell them, make sure you have your own.
Yeah.
Like, because my advice would be, make sure you have your own.
Yeah.
Be willing to pay.
Exactly.
Don't expect him to pay.
Exactly.
If he does pay, he's a gentleman and that's great. But don't go out without your money.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if you don't have money, don't just go out and expect a man to pay.
Exactly.
I've never heard a guy say, yeah, make sure he pays. Make sure he pays for everything. Make sure you don't pay for nothing. Your money's your money. His money's your both money. No, I've never heard a guy say that. I've only heard women say that don't have the proper male figure in their lives.
And then you hear that argument, if that same girl's going out with her homegirls, would she expect her homegirls to pay for her?
Exactly.
Obviously not, right?
Again, I don't, no offense, but if you expect a man to pay all the time and you expect to not pay everything, you're probably the same one that says all men ain't shit, men are dogs, because you're dating the wrong men. And that's what it is. Like, it ties in, bro. I'm telling you, the girls that will offer to pay are usually raised differently in a positive way. The girls that are saying, no, the guy should pay, the guy should do this, the guy should do that, and I should do nothing, they're not raised that way. So that's what I think. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Should the guy always pay? Should it be 50-50?
Or should the girl at least
pay?
At least try to pay, you know? But like I said, it's gonna go back to who's asking who out.
It's not about that, bro. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, guys. In the beginning, let me ask you a question. If you meet a girl today and she says, what are you doing tomorrow? And you say nothing. And she says, hey, like, let's go for brunch. Are you expecting her to pay?
No.
Exactly. So why do you keep mentioning that point? Even if she asks you out for the first date, you're still gonna pay because you're a guy.
I'm a gentleman.
And you have some sense. So why are you bringing that point up?
I'm just trying to look at both sexes, you know? Both ways.
Men, pay for your girls. If you're going on a date, bring your money, pay for the date. Women, bring your money and get ready to pay for the date. If the guy doesn't pay for the date, you should pay for the date and you should probably never go on the date again.
And guys,
in my opinion,
don't think because you pay for the date that she has to give you anything like sex or more of her time, you know? If she's really interested in you, if she wants to see you again, then cool. If not, you keep it moving, you know?
That's exactly it. And we talked about this all the time too. Like, if you're taking a girl out, the purpose is to get to know her.
Exactly.
To possibly get into a relationship, possibly, if you believe in marriage, get married. The purpose of dating is not just to take her out so you can get some after.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? If that's your intention, bro, just Netflix is cheap. Just get Netflix and chill, and you're good. But if you're trying to take someone on a date, it's usually to get to know them better. That's the purpose of dating. If you're dating for any other reason, then your relationship's probably not working.
It's 2024, man. What do you expect?
Like I said,
it's just crazy out here.
Let us know in the comments. What do you guys think about the video? How do you think he answered that? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? And keep running up the likes, run up the comments, and run up the subs, because we're trying to make YouTube the way.
And make sure you send to a friend or you're a bad person, all right?
Exactly. That's it.
Peace.
Bro, are you capping for the camera?